In early December this past year, I was able to take a trip to Japan with a group called the Kakehashi Project. The purpose is to provide its participants with an understanding of the Japanese economy, society, history, diverse culture, and politics through exchanges. To really make this possible, the Japan International Cooperation Center, or JICE, and the Japanese American Citizens League sponsored 70 plus participants on an 8-day trip to Japan, specifically to Tokyo, Hiroshima, and Okinawa. But what I really enjoyed about this trip were the meals that I got to spend with other Japanese Americans. It was so fascinating to see so many people from different places who grew up both similar and different than I did.
Yeah, I'm really excited for the next one. I want to know where we're going, like what we do, but I'm also excited by like the spontaneity of the trip because I feel like there's a lot that they're kind of just like, oh, do this, and I feel like
Our group then traveled from Tokyo to the beautiful coastal Okinawa.
wait, they have a view of us landing? That's so sick.
The first stop was the University of Syracuse, where we were able to meet students from the university and to talk about what they study or what they enjoy to do in their free time and just make small talk while being able to share and eat lunch together. Afterwards, we had a deeper conversation about how our lives are so drastically different. By the end of the short 2 hours that we had with each other, I was already sad to leave the friends that we had made. But our journey continued and we set off to the countryside of Yomitan village. This was where we would meet our host families that we would live with for the next couple of days and nights. It was such a nice change of pace from how busy city life can get, and the scenery felt so calming. All of our meals were prepared by our new bachan, and they showed us the traditional Okinawan foods. And you could just feel the love that was put into each one. From the meals that were prepared by bachan and the lessons of the traditional shamisen guitar by our jichan, it already felt like we were a part of their family. Before breakfast the next morning, Jichan proudly showed us his garden with his shikwasa, a type of tangerine trees that are native to Okinawa. And a 3-minute drive later, it took us to the beautiful Toguchi beach, where Bachan prepared sandwiches, shikwasa tangerines, and yogurt for our beach picnic. While enjoying the view and company, I wondered what life would look like if I lived here. I felt a serene kind of contemplation where calmness meets curiosity, reflecting on the simplicity and quietness of a rural life. And before I knew it, it was already time to leave. But the next stop of our sightseeing took us to the Zakimi Castle ruins. A small forest encompasses the entrance of the ruins. High walls atop the hill were built to protect the castle and town from any incoming attacks, and the view from the top was absolutely amazing. Ji-chan had us searching for little crabs, and the happiness on his face was priceless. When we arrived back from the day's activities, today's snack was sweet potato fried chips. Being able to cook together as a group was both fulfilling and bonding. We also made sata andagi, which is a sweet fried snack, and let me tell you, these were so good.
What's in your vlog? Oh good, I'll leave it in there. It's great candid, you know.
Something that I will really miss about this trip is the serenity of the beach. Even though it was winter, the beach was beautiful, and I can't imagine how it would look like during the summer. And of course, I will miss Ji-chan singing with his shamisen. Ji-chan's friend Koki-san owns a goat farm, and we were able to feed them. The JICE program also gives the participants an opportunity to look at these various farms. This one was a sugarcane farm that we got to harvest and cut ourselves. And for dinner tonight, Okinawa's taco rice. This was a popular dish in the 1960s when a chef combined tacos to provide dishes for the American military personnel stationed in Okinawa. It was affordable and easy to make. When we got back, Ji-chan and Ba-chan showed us all of the past students that had stayed with them. Over 12 years, and they've housed at least 8,000 different people. Earlier in the day, we all helped and prepared the gyoza, and Ba-chan fried them for dinner. While we handed them our omiyage, or small presents from our home areas, we got to laugh and talk until bedtime. As we left the house, it's within their customs not to say goodbye, but to say see you later. So instead of sayonara, it would be mata ne. And with one final performance by the homestay parents, we said our see you laters and thank yous. Another exchange program we got to experience was with the Think of Okinawa's Future program. And later that day, we dedicated it to learning about the diminishing coral reefs in Okinawa, but also including animals in the sea that could be found in the area. After our marine life lesson, we took a little hike later, and we arrived at a beach to clean up. At this point in the trip, I was so exhausted, but also so fulfilled. Not only was I able to make new friends, but really understand the Japanese culture a little better. One part of the trip is international relations and understanding the relationship between the US and Japan. As a group, we got to talk to the advisor to the Prime Minister, which was such a once-in-a-lifetime experience. At the end of our trip, we each gave a presentation on our findings throughout the week. We got to hear everyone's personal experiences with their host families and landmark visits from both Hiroshima and Okinawa place groups. I am filled with such gratitude for getting the opportunity to travel to Japan with the help of the Japan International Cooperation Center, or JICE, and the Japanese American Citizens League, or JACL, for sponsoring our group of global ambassadors to both learn about our Japanese and Japanese American culture while helping us build cultural and professional connections. 本当にありがとうございます。